Though you might make me jealous.
No way! You're not sewing buttons in my eyes!
In Coraline, the most chilling element isn't the monstrous hand or the ghostly children trapped behind the mirror. It's the buttons. Jet black, cold, and sewn where eyes should be, they're deceptively simple, childlike, even. But the terror lies in their quiet permanence. The Beldam, the so-called other mother, offers her victims a perfect world in exchange for one horrifying act: allow her to sew buttons into their eyes. It's a deal wrapped in warmth, presented with smiles, but its purpose is anything but innocent. Behind the promise of love and safety lies a sinister mechanism of control, deception, and survival. According to a theory proposed by the theorizer, the other world isn't a solid place but a fragile illusion crafted from the Beldam's own energy. Every vivid color, every delicious meal, every whimsical twist in this parallel reality requires power to maintain. Each child that stumbles into her web arrives expecting a version of their own world, only better. The Beldam, ever the perfect hostess, delivers, at first. But illusion is expensive. As her energy wanes, the seams begin to show. The world deteriorates. It collapses into a white, sterile void, geometric and dead, like a stage stripped of its set. She learned early that she couldn't maintain multiple illusions forever. And that's where the buttons come in. They're not just a creepy aesthetic. They are a solution, a strategy. By sewing buttons into a child's eyes, she effectively removes their ability to perceive the illusion. Sight is not just passive, it demands response, interpretation, care. As long as a child can see, the Beldam must perform. But blind them, and she no longer has to. She can let the illusion die and conserve her power. What's left behind is the hexagonal limbo, quiet, cold, and endlessly empty except for the soul she's feeding on. Yet it's not just about energy. Another theory, from the Fandril, dives deeper into the emotional underpinnings of the Beldam's hunger. She doesn't feed on flesh, not exactly, she devours love. Not romantic love, not friendship, but something far more primal, the love a child has for their mother. It's pure, instinctual, often blind. The Beldam takes this shape because she knows it's the most powerful lure. She doesn't want children who are happy, she wants children who are lonely. Children who crave attention, affection, validation. When they step into her world and feel seen, they open their hearts wide, and that's when she begins to feed. The buttons, then, are more than blindfolds. They're emotional shackles. They sever the child's connection to the real world, to their true mother, and force all that desperate, aching love onto the Beldam. Once the buttons are sewn, there is no going back. The child sees nothing, remembers less, and clings to her with everything they have left. They become easier to control, easier to love bomb, easier to consume. Over time, their life force drains, their essence fades, and she absorbs every last drop. And still, the buttons remain. It's a perfect system. Lure them in with false love. Offer them a way to stay. Blind them, bind them, feed. Over and over, for years, decades even. Each child she captures restarts the cycle. Each pair of buttons is both a souvenir and a tool. They signify surrender, but more importantly, they eliminate rebellion. They quiet doubt. They erase identity. Once the eyes are gone, the soul begins to follow. What makes the buttons so deeply disturbing is their stillness. Eyes are windows to the soul, alive with light and movement. Buttons are dead. They reflect nothing. In replacing eyes with something man-made, the Beldam turns the child into a doll, a prop, a possession. They are no longer people with thoughts and fears and hope, they are objects. Playthings. Food. And perhaps most terrifying of all, they agreed to it. That's the true horror. The Beldam doesn't force the buttons on anyone, not at first. She makes them want it. She dangles the illusion just long enough to make them believe it's real. The deal seems simple. Stay forever in a world that loves you, that listens to you, that makes you feel important. All it costs is your eyes. Just 2 little buttons. But the price is everything. If you enjoyed diving into the eerie symbolism behind the Beldam's button eyes, make sure to give this video a like. It really helps push it out to more spooky minds like yours. Got your own theory or something I missed? Drop it in the comments. I love hearing what you think. And if you want more dark breakdowns, twisted lore, and deep dives like this one, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bells so you don't miss what's coming next. Thanks for watching, and remember, be careful what you wish for.